a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle, when I do a little dance to the turns they light. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Baby, what you talking about? This was something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. She already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the room when you walking. You rest your hips till they're talking. You leave with me, ain't no options. Say less. Say less. Stop the room when you walking.
Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The veneer of a new season is gone. Yes, we used veneer in a football game. We're in the middle of the schedule now. It's away here in Week 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And after using him... Two left for him to spend. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Play action now for Herbert. Going deep right away. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space, D. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
2nd and 10 now. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Tucker now on the return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Look at this. The tight end getting a carry here. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st. Caught by Theo Johnson. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
This throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. They kick the running back in motion. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
You know, a couple of my favorite nicknames, Kate, over the last decade in football. The Legion of Boom, obviously, out in Seattle. But how about the no-fly zone that was cooking in Denver? That right there, that is a no-fly zone. Trying to make the play in the end zone, and a beautiful job by the defender to knock it away. In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Herbert from the gun. Finds his man Rice. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. 1st and 10 from the 41. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. Herbert throwing again. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Colorado. And the Giants take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Worked through his progression, nobody available. And by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball and holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That's completed right side. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Working inside the red zone. Into traffic, complete. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And they stop the reverse and hand them a big loss on the play.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. So the Giants now going to call on their field goal unit. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Commanders will have a first. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Drew Phillips making the tackle. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you could see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. To throw, Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 7-point lead in the first. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Commanders grow their lead to 8. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Tucker now on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
And he's brought down for a loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
Offense to the line for second down. They're throwing it. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first. Working quickly here.
That's the game of it. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and it's good enough for a New York first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They bring their tight end left. Back now, pressure on its way. Catch is made down the right sideline. They get 22 on that one. And the Giants will have a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's got him. That's Tracy. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants. He'll throw it yet again. Dump off caught by his back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Complete to number 23. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's on the move. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Has his man. It's Tracy. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Has it in close.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Gonna keep this one and go. And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. No pickup on the run, and now it's 4th and goal.
Come on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in 04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that steak. Astounding that call did not turn into a first down. Come on, boys.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards them, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Herbert out of his end zone. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the gun, here's a handoff. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. Offense up to the line fast. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. And they fired off the line knowing the run was coming. And, boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
He has the first over the middle. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders lead by 14. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the Commanders lead by 15 now. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return coming from the 6. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They send Jackson in motion right. They go play action on 1st. And a man is there to knock that away. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Forced out to his right. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
Third and long for him here. Gets out of trouble. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Back to the well again. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders grow the lead now to 22 points. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Tucker now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's brought down for a loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Setting up a throw. Fits it through the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. It's the Giants with 1st and 10. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll throw on 1st. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Got a man, Palmer has it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll try and punch it in. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Call it 5 yards on that play. He gets them to the 2, 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 4th down, here's Herbert. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Returning it from the 4. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive.
Here we go, set, go.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The Giants using their first timeout. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 39. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Sidney Brown makes the play. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
Commanders 42, Giants 6. Jake Lutie to kick off.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And that is a rough one, Brock. It came down well short of that 20-yard line minimum he needed, so this drive going to begin from the 40-yard line instead. Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. Chased out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Tucker now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They're going play action. He's loaded another one up. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That pick 6 ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. And that's for an offense who just threw the interception. Heading right back out there, you better flush it fast.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again.
Commanders 49, Giants 6.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. A handoff to Tracy. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's Tracy once more. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards there, partner. A strong gain. And now a much more manageable 3rd and 4.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and 4 coming up now. Looking for a throw here. Finds Kincaid. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Stop that time by Antonio Johnson. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They send Jackson in motion right. Here's 2nd and 5. And they pick him off again. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Giants are going to take over after the interception. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment, because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back.
He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Giants pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. And now the Giants keeping the offense on the field. We've got a 2-point attempt coming up.
He'll line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And he'll reach the end zone. They get 2 more points to help attack that deficit. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Tucker now on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Man in motion out of the slot. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Working quickly here. They're going for it. It's Herbert. He's got it to his running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Man in motion here. Throwing on 1st is Herbert. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Giants take over on his 5th interception of the season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
What a hit, and the ball's loose. And the Commanders pick this one up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me want to look away. A really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, I mean, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over, that's none too good either. And they know they just fumbled away a critical opportunity.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Buys time, rolling right. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. Herbert from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Connection made with his running back down the middle. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Working inside the red zone. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Commanders continue piling on to this lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Tucker now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And they pick him off again. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-six touchdown. He missed the linebacker lurking, or he thought he could challenge him there and win. A 6-point mistake, Brock, either way.
Do you know, Kate, that you use that word as a verb, and quarterbacks, when we look at coverages, we use it as a noun. He's a lurker. You said he was lurking, and he was. And if you're not aware of that lurker, that free defender who's got eyes on you, well, they can make you pay just as he did.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick-six as it's sent away. Tucker now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. A give to Tracy up the middle. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Ed Oliver there to make the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful run.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Here's 2nd and 11. Escapes the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. They'll try and throw it here. Into the hands of Neighbors. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants putting up points in a game decided. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Play action now for Herbert. He's trying to go deep again. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Flush down now to his left. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They go play action. Here's Herbert. On the move, headed right. Taking off with it again. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Oh, his back's got it deep down the left sideline. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Herbert now. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they bring him down around the 34. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Herbert. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down the distance.
Trying again, following the sack. Escapes a defender. Flashing some serious skill there. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Herbert. He sends this one to the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Commanders throwing 6 more on the blowout. On is Moody for the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Now, I'd say some frustrations at the deficit bleeding over onto the field as they get rung up for the personal foul.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Frustration and emotion, right? You got to play with emotion, but you can't let emotion play you. And especially when you're digging out of a hole like they are.
First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing from the gun here. This is complete to Neighbors. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. Throwing now on first down. And they pick him off again. Martin Emerson with the pick. And the Commanders capitalize on yet another interception thrown in this game. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And he'll get it up to the 27. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Back-to-back carry. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
Trying to push it deep downfield. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He beams one deep right side. Big gain downfield. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him 32 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So it's a win on the road for